Let's head back to where he is. It's less enemies lingering. S-V-E-R, not double E. G-A-N, here it is. You can get him as a follower. Champion thing. He's the ability Royal Bloodline. Increases mission success chance by 15% when accompanied by troops of different types. Okay, he's an NPC. Obviously. They're saying he's found in Skyhold. Someone joked in the comments, perhaps a distant relative of Jarl Ulfric. What is Skyhold? Load it, damn it. Yes, I know there's an irony ad, but just Skyhold's more interesting. Shocking, I know. That's Skyholf. Hold. In WoW, oh, it's the warrior class hall. So this NPC is relevant to warriors. You get him as a follower. Because as we all know, warriors have an immense relationship with the undead. Okay, fine. We'll beat you up and take your ore. Okay, they are heading back. Weird, I turned him to ash and yet not. Strange. I'm ultimately just confused. Okay, let us head over this way. And damn, now I just got a both a song and a movie stuck in my head. The song "Let Us Pray Just to Make It Today" or something. Remember, Mom, whenever she always has a song for everything. So whenever I say "Let Us" or whatever, she starts, quoting that song. And the movie is that one that has Davos in it. "Let Us Pray" or something. I'm just gonna ignore him and head over this way. Purely because I'm curious. Remember I was referencing the guy that was an ass and sent us into Helia's place to begin with? I'm just curious if he's still here. Because we didn't get to kill him earlier. Yeah, he's there, but oh, I can't engage him. And there's the Queen of the Val'sharah. I'm sorry, I can never say that to a degree that satisfies me. I always end up feeling like I'm saying Valkyria, or expecting to say something wrong like that.
Once again, we must ask you to go where we cannot follow. Helia's forces must be weakened if we are to prevail.
And it's actually funny. These are they smell like Val'sharah. Gross. These, I'm not sure if I can if these are NPCs we've seen before, but these actually have the faction of the Kalkuak, or how do you say it, the walrus people from Northrend. So that's cool. Can actually attack that giant Dougie. It would be ill-advised, but you can. Also, your soul belongs to Heya. Sure. And actually, wasn't the BC designed so that it never needs rest? So, why was it lying down anyway? Though, to be honest, I'm kind of confused. He says he's not dying again without a fight. Dude, you're already dead. You're just not, you know, nothing but spirit and ectoplasm. Okay. He's trying to beat up that soul flare. I wish him luck. And whatever way I end up looking at that guy, he honestly ends up looking like one of the skeleton guys. Particular model of them. Not the. Well, it is a generic skeleton. It's just there's like a few different types of generic skeleton. But anyway, 6%. Okay. Once this is done, I'll go do the quest in Surmar. Hopefully I sound fine. Hopefully the commentary is fine. I just feel really off now. I was fine beforehand, and now I just feel like shite. I feel like there's something I was meaning to say in the last recording that I forgot to say that I was meaning to say in this one. I think I remember what it was, but I'm not sure. Actually, no. Sorry, oh Christ, I'm so tired. I said I think I remember what it was when I meant to say I don't think I remember what it was. I think it might have been actually. Can I be honest? My mind has just gone to shit. I think I remember what it was. Yes, it was. I was talking about Jesse Cox tweets. I can rant and rave over that. Just purely referencing something I said there. I've noticed sometimes with some YouTubers, and I've heard rumors about that some do it on purpose just to annoy the viewers, that they, you know, there's something really obvious on screen. It's actually really, really goddamn obvious, and it's not that you played the game before so you know what you're doing. Certainly, yes, that's true. That can be a thing, but it's the ones I'm.
Time will come when Heya will face Odin's full wrath. Until then, you have weakened her forces.
You're not all just hard out. Like there'll be some really obvious on the screen, like text popping up, do this, and they're like, I don't know what to do, blah 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 blah. The game's terrible. I just try. One thing I always try and do is avoid that, just because it's so fucking irritating. Obviously, fucking up to one degree or another, it, you know, can be unavoidable. You know, to err is human, and all that. But it's something you strive not to do. You know, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, basically, long story short, yeah, I strive not to be a gom and make stupid, be, oblivious in my games, in my recordings. Just, I end up bringing that up in the last set, and the phrasing. Actually, I just noticed a weird plot thing here. Remind me of this, if I forget to come back to this, remind me of the Tumor Sugeris and that. There's a plot hole there. Frozen Throne. The Tumor Sugeris, Suramar City, and the Frozen Throne expansion. Use those three phrases, that should jog my memory. I just would end up referencing that in the last set, so I was just saying that there. just to expand on what I said, it's something I strive, not to be oblivious to my videos because it's so goddamn annoying. Obviously, there's human, you'll do it eventually, but yeah, it's something I try and avoid. And I'm still I know I've talked about it a bit, and I hate to go on about things. I'm just still confused over the Jesse Cox thing. Oh, someone found a thing in a game and you didn't. Well, clearly they played it before. And they're fake. Are they more observant? They're not omniscient. Oh, I mean, you're not omniscient. Well, actually, they'll be finding everything if they're omniscient. You know what I mean. He is... It's just such a stupid thing to say. And the omniscient thing, I'm blathering there because of tiredness. But it's just such a stupid thing to say. Oh, clearly they only found it because they played it before and they're faking their, first impressions of it. Which I presume is what I was getting at with the "it's fake" comment. Like I said, I hate going on about it. It's such a strange assertion and a logical and a false dichotomy. Either they if they're more observant than he is, they do more searching, then they played a game before, even if they haven't. The only way they can actually own not being playing a game before if they're less observant than he is, or equally unobservant. It doesn't make sense, and I don't think it's false dichotomy. It's just a very stupid thing to say. And then again, he was frustrated with people complaining, apparently, so we'll just take it as he spoke out of annoyance. It's like nails on a chalkboard, It just, ugh. It's like, some insect burrowing under your skin. Actually, speaking of that, there's some poor bastard in America. People brought him up before, and I didn't know too much about him. And all I remember was a picture of a fat guy on a chair, looking disgusting. It was a crude drawing. It's not when I say crude, it's I know. Probably wants to describe it as like, kind of drawing you'll find in some like artistic kids journal of someone they dislike. There's skill there, but it's still simple drawing. It's not like amazingly detailed or whatever. It's not like some from Genzo Man, And the next to the drawing is the name Chairlord of Nurgle. I had no idea what it was about, and it was on 1D4chan. It's a wiki. Tied in with chans, and I just find some of the phrasing on things funny, so I looked there. Finally found out a bit about the Fatal board game. My god, is that weird. Finally, I found people were saying, oh, it's racist, it's bigoted, while providing absolutely no evidence. Or even giving an example, they just asserted it. And considering, depending on who you ask, oh, you don't have melanin, you're inherently racist, the words become diluted. Or people throwing around sexist to mean air conditioning. So yeah, they actually gave examples, like there's armors that turn you into racial stereotypes, and half the stuff to it I didn't even know were part of racial stereotypes. Like I know the racial stereotype about Jewish people, the big nose, but for some reason the armor also half the size of your cock and adds like 2 inches of body hair all over your body. And that is actually relevant, according to the entry on the wiki. During combat, basic fight, average combat, you could accidentally start raping your enemy. Yes. Yes. It's a very weird and terrible game. You actually have to roll for the size of your body parts. It's important for that possibility, because you know, if you're down there and the guy's too big for whatever orifice it's going into, then the person is going to start taking damage. Yes, it's a game that's very weird. But anyway, the chair order Nurgle thing, before I forget, they end up referencing it there. Of course, I don't know how accurate it was, but poor bastard. They claimed, well, the word maggots came up, him being allegedly stuck to his chair for years and being fed by his minions, stewing in his own filth. You may want to look that all up yourself. Like I said, it's associated with the chants, so who knows how accurate it is. But my god, just the concept of it is just like, fuck. Also, the title is rather appropriate. Ooh, I just earned my class a whole boots. What are my boots? Yeah, I think mine are better than what my class hall boots will be. Do that and do this. Regrettably, that's inferior and not at all appropriate for my class. Should have actually geared people up before I sent them off on missions. I think maybe that would have had an improvement on them on their success. But regardless, also, is it just me or does that almost kind of look like a Khadgar a bit? Regardless, keep seeing RuneScape. Being irritated by that. For those who don't know why, I used to play RuneScape a ton as a kid. Loved the game, though as the years went on, I got more bored with it, so I stopped playing it. But once in a while, I'll come back and play it a bit. Maybe even get some subscriptions to play different parts of it. Like, I would typically not just want to play the free thing. I'll be more interested in the pay-only zones. So I actually, I should go get the other thing, the one for the ore. Then again, blacksmithing doesn't seem that great, to be honest, in this expansion. So nah, I'll stick with what I have. But anyway, RuneScape. Oh yeah, I used to love playing the game as a kid, but I eventually got burnt out, and I'll come back to it every once in a while to play a bit. One time, I'm not even sure if I was playing at that time, I ended up getting banned for micro gold farming. So being a bit bitter ever since, because if indeed my account was used for that, then that meant I was hacked. But they outright say that they won't talk to you about this at all, even if you were hacked. Basically, the best I can assume, well, they don't word it this way, the people who run do RuneScape, but basically their stance is get fucked. So I stopped playing it. Oh, obviously, I didn't just set up another account or whatever. I just get bitter whenever I acknowledge it exists. It's just I lost a lot, and I just can't be bothered redoing all that. Ooh, nice. Don't have much mana at all. So now I just got 16 Laystone ore from that one thing. Not half bad. Use this. Use that. Calcified dragon egg. It's all but impossible to tell if this is a dragon egg snatched from a nest ages ago, or merely a